Hello lads and welcome back to another match review, and today we have the hosts Russia versus Egypt or Mohamed Salah. So yeah, Mohamed Salah back in the team. He wasn't fit against Uruguay and that did kind of cost Egypt, sorry. I mean, you wouldn't know how Egypt would have gotten on without Salah, but they were pretty poor, and you know, Salah, you can't really do it all yourself, well, unless you're Portugal with Ronaldo. But yeah, so Egypt had Salah in. It was said that he wasn't fully fit. He was only like he was only like 75% fit. So yeah, and you can see that throughout the match. He wasn't really the best. He didn't really go on his runs. He didn't really take on players. Didn't drive into space. The usual Salah that we've been seeing for the past year for Liverpool, and definitely not a player to score 40 goals in one season. You definitely would not have thought that you were watching, you know, a player scoring 40 goals in one season. But yeah, the first half, it wasn't slow. It was kind of end to end at times, but just with no end product. Salah had that one shot where he twisted with it at the edge of the box, had a shot first time, and it just went by the post. Cheryshev and Golovin had a couple shots for Russia outside the box, which came to nothing when one went over the bar, one went by the post. Big Dzyuba was in the team apart from instead of Smolov this time. Smolov was dropped. I thought maybe a wee bit harsh on Smolov. I thought he played decent against Saudi Arabia, but probably isn't that hard to play decent against Saudi Arabia. So yeah, but Russia played well in the first half, defended well. Egypt, there was a couple of half chances, nothing really too much. Russia the same. Yeah, so as I said, it was just, there was no team really sitting back. It wasn't quite end to end. It was a kind of medium intensity end to end, not like a high intensity end to end. A medium intensity end to end, if you know what I mean. So, but it was just lacking the final ball, the great quality product that a lot of good teams have. So yeah, it was 0-0 at half time and into the second half, and a horror start for Egypt as cross came into the box. Egypt keeper punched it. Whether he should have caught it or not is a different topic of discussion. Got played back in, or shot back in, by one of the Russian players, and Dzyuba and Fatih were kind of holding each other. And Fatih went for the slide tackle and slide tackled it into his own net, right in the corner, so the keeper couldn't even have saved it. But yeah, it was one VAR, but it was 6.5 a dozen, Ken. It was both players were pulling each other, had the hand on each other. There was no foul, definitely not. So yeah, it was I feel sorry for Egypt. I mean, conceding a goal like that, a goal to potentially put you out of the World Cup, that's kind of what it done. Put their heads down. They didn't really get up from that. And just 10-15 minutes later, Russia down the right hand side, Mario Fernandes had his back to his player, and then he done a wee shimmy, got by his player and made a yard for himself, cut it back to Cheryshev, and he slotted through the legs of the goalkeeper. 2-0. And yeah, really real signs of Egypt going out this early and Russia going through. And then for the fine, just saying that, if it were to Egypt to go out and Russia to go through, that's Uruguay and Saudi Arabia fighting for that final second place, that final qualifying spot. I think Saudi Arabia might just edge that. But yeah, so 2-0 to Russia. Then just 2 minutes after, ball got punted up. Big Dzyuba, chest down, touched by his man, and slotted. He just slotted it by the keeper. It was a really nice goal by a big 6'5" man. And yeah, so 3-0 Russia. Looked very good for them. Didn't really look as if there was any danger from Egypt. They went on it. They were obviously pressing. They had to press because they were 3-0 down and looking likely to go out the World Cup. So they went forward. Ball got into the box. Mo Salah went forward into the box, Man was pulling him back, man pulled him down in the box, and man got a penalty. Mohamed Salah got a penalty, and man stepped up to the penalty spot, and man put it by the keeper. I'll stop saying man from now, but Mohamed Salah put it by the goalkeeper and got his first goal of the tournament. It was a good penalty. If Igor Akinfeev was a wee bit taller, he might have got it, but yeah, decent penalty by Mo Salah. 3-1. Come back on. Unfortunately not. They didn't make the keeper work at all. They throughout the whole match they did not make the keeper work. Igor Akinfeev had a really easy game. So yeah, full time. Russia 3, Egypt 1. Russia could even have scored another one at the end when, I'm not sure who it was that went up, but Golovin, it passed to Golovin, and he just kept on fake shotting it. Like, why not just take the shot? If it gets blocked, it gets blocked, but at least you take the shot. There's no point trying to fake shot and fake shot and fake shot and fake shot. Just keep fake shotting, it's just completely pointless. So yeah, 3-1 Russia. You know, host nation going through as the first team. They're not mathematically through. If Saudi Arabia win, then Russia are not through. But the likeliness of Uruguay getting beat by Saudi Arabia, I wouldn't, you know, bank on it. But 3-1 Russia full time. Then they're probably going through to round of 16, which is good to see the host nation go through. And yeah, that's going to be the end of this match review. I didn't really get to watch the full of the Poland, Senegal, Colombia, Japan group. They looked good games. Poland, I heard, was absolutely shocking. Senegal, I saw a few minutes of that. They looked as if, you know, going forward they're so fast. As if it was like Ghana a few years ago. If you remember Ghana a few years ago, or just 2 or 3 years ago, they had so many fast players, and on the attack they would just go forward so quickly. But yeah, that second Senegal goal was quite extreme. But I'm not going to get too much into that. As this is the Russia versus Egypt match review. So if you did like it, please do leave a like, comment down below what you do think of the game and this video. Any feedback is much appreciated, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.